Hello and welcome to the channel of the Terminology Coordination Unit of the European Parliament. My name is Nadezhda Krsteva-Shefa, or Adi for short, and I'm one of the main terminologists in Term Court. Today we are starting a brand new session of video tutorials dedicated to IATE, but especially for external users, or guest users, the way IATE calls them. In this very first video tutorial, I'm going to give you an overview of IATE, what is IATE, what is behind this system or website, which features you can use, and then in the next video tutorials, I'll go in details in these features. So let's start. So you can notice already that we are on the home page, IATE Europa Home. So this is our home page for IATE, and this is where you go when you want to search for terms that are included in our database. The first thing that I would like you to pay attention to is the possibility to be logged on as a guest user. So this is quite new for IATE because for a couple of years there were two different IATEs coexisting actually. The public IATE for external users and our internal IATE, which offered much more possibilities. Now there is only one IATE but with different roles. So what is the difference if you log on and if you're not logged on? Well, of course, if you're not, then you can still perform the basic search, expanded search, but you won't be able to see all the terms. For instance, the non-validated terms will not be there. And what is the most important feature, actually, of IATE for external users is the download IATE. And this is only possible when you are logged on. So I can highly recommend this, and it just takes a few clicks, and then you have your EU login and you can use all IATE features. So how do you do this? Well, you see that I'm already logged on here, so this is my personal account. Otherwise, if it was my official account, it would be administrator and not guest user. So I'll just log off for a second to show you. Well, this is usually what you see. So you click here, and the first one is log on with EU login. If you already have EU login, then you click here and you log in with your login, obviously. But if you don't, then you go to create new account using EU login, and this window will be revealed. So you just need to put your first name, last name, email, confirm email, and just the language, and then create an account. You get an email with all the necessary information. This is quite easy, and next time you go and log on with EU login, and that's it. Usually you have to log on just one time. So this was about logging on, quite important. Pay attention to this because more information is revealed when you're logged on. And when you're logged on, the first thing that you see is you are automatically forwarded to the standard view in the search function. But I first would like to show you something on the home page just to know where all the documents and all the necessary information is situated. So this is the home page. Obviously you can start the search also from here, but let's scroll down to see what is available here. So first of all, there is some information about IATE and what IATE actually is. So IATE stands for Interactive Terminology for Europe. And this is our terminology database, the terminology database of the European Union. It has been used in the EU institutions, bodies, agencies since 2004 2018, it was, it got a completely fresh look, but it was not about cosmetics actually. It was much more about giving more possibilities, what to do, which features to use in IATE. So it is not because if you had the chance to see the old IATE, well, you can still see it now because you can change your settings. It was yellow. So now we have the blue one, but it's not about cosmetics, as I said. This one offers so much more possibilities. So what you can see here is, well, the first tab is about IATE. So if you click here, you have some information, which are the participating bodies, which glossaries were merged in order to create the first IATE, because you can imagine how it was before IATE was created. Every institution, every agency, every body of the European Union had their own glossaries, and translators or other professionals in the other institutions didn't have any access to the other glossaries. So now it's all here. So let's go back to the home page. Here to the right, you see the frequently asked questions. They are quite good and the answers are very understandable. What is IATE? Do I need to log on to use IATE? No, but it's preferable. Who enters the data in IATE? Who is responsible? There is a legend of the languages used, the abbreviations, so we can check this as well. Also the abbreviations of the European institutions and sub-institutions. So do not hesitate to check this every time when you're not sure what the abbreviation means. What domains does the terminology in IATE cover? This is quite important, and we'll see this in the other video tutorial on basic search, but just to let you know, this is based on the Eurovoc thesaurus. So these are the domains that were taken over by IATE, the domains and subdomains. How reliable are the terms? Why are there so many duplicates? Of course, in IATE there are a lot of duplicates, because when the glossaries of the legacy data of the institutions was merged, then of course a lot of duplicates emerged. So there is extensive work at interinstitutional level to clean this data up. And there are some other questions which might be useful for you. How can I contribute to IATE? Can I suggest terms? Yes, you can. There is the email address of the translation center, which takes care of IATE and where the IATE developers are situated. Why isn't my language in IATE? Unfortunately, for external users, IATE gives the possibility to see only the 24 languages of the European Union plus Latin, but I'm sure this will change for the future. Why can't I find the term I'm looking for? Well, probably because it's not even there, so we can suggest it. And I have another question: to whom should I send it? And you have the email of the translation center. So let's go back to the home page to show you some more about the brochures. So I'm actually disregarding download IATE because this is one of the most important features IATE offers for external users. So there will be a special video tutorial dedicated to this one. So I move on to the IATE brochure. I open it just to show you. Maybe I can make it a bit bigger. Yes, so we can see better. The 10 IATE project partners here, all the institutions and bodies and agencies participating in the IATE project. On the right, you see the addressees of our terminology database. So these are obviously not only the translators and terminologists of the European institutions, but also language professionals of all kinds, academia, national experts, public administrations, policy advisors, private sector companies, and of course the general public. If you scroll down, you find some more very concise information about IATE, how the search functions, the results. This is also mentioned, IATE data for download, and key features at a glance. With around 8 million terms in nearly 1 million entries, IATE is the reference in the terminology field and is considered to be the largest multilingual terminology database in the world. And secondly, it offers extensive data in the 24 official EU languages and also Latin. This is what I said just before that, 24 languages plus Latin, but let's hope that it will be all the other languages will be visible soon, also for guest users. Thirdly, users connect to IATE from over 200 different countries, and more than 55 million queries are run in IATE every year, so it is quite impressive. There is more information if you're interested. I'll go back to the homepage again and show you that there are 3 more very concise brochures here. Standard view. I open it just to give you the overview of this. So this is how they are done, and they are really concise, but this will be the subject of our video tutorials anyway. Interpreter's view as well, and also the difference between the interpreter's view and standard view. And the last one, but one of the most important ones, is how to perform the search by collection on the left and how to download IATE on the right. So this was about the brochures. Here on the left side you can see some statistics. It's not very full. The full statistics I'll show you in a second, but it is interesting to see. Well, the searches last week, more than 1 million. Number of terms altogether, a bit more than 8 million. Number of entries, modifications last week. New terms last week, there were more, well, almost 2,000 new terms were created. And what is very important for us, for institutions, is this: terms deleted last week, more than 8,000. This is what I meant when I said that extensive cleanup work is going on at interinstitutional level, actually, to clean up the old legacy data that it's not that good or reliable. If you want to see more about the statistics, you go to the I button here, so info. You click on this, and the central statistics is the second tab here. So if you click on this, you see again some of the information on the home page, but you can see more statistics about primary entries, term type distribution, and I really like these statistics, especially added value per language. If you hover here, you can see what is meant by added value per language. These are languages which contain a definition, note, or term context. So you can see, for instance, Slovak. Here is the first language, Croatian, Maltese. So this is not the usual suspects, because, as I said, the legacy data was old, and when it was merged into IATE, well, the added value was not so high. There are other statistics, multilingualism, language coverage, term coverage. So you always have access to this, and do not hesitate to have a look and use them. The other one here on the I tab is the first one, documentation, and this can be quite useful. So I'll click on this. Here again, you have the brochures, the information about IATE, the frequently asked questions, some more information about IATE. But what is very important is the IATE handbook. And you can actually download it here. It is especially for guest users, because our internal IATE handbook consists of almost 200 pages. This is more concise, and it is a good guide for IATE, and it gives you details on how to use the features, and it offers some tips and tricks for basic and advanced users. So this was about this was the background information, and I'll just go over quickly over the features that you can use. So let's start with the basic search. You go on the magnifying glass, and this is already there. So here you can see rules of procedure. Well, this was the last term that I was looking for, and it's always there. So yeah, that keeps the information from the last logon. So this is the basic search, and what you can do with this is just search for whatever term you would like to find in the whole database. The second type of search is the expanded search, because it offers more possibilities and more filtering if you would like to narrow down your search. So this is here, open expanded search. Just well, this is the second magnifying glass, and you can see it just beneath it, open expanded search. And you can see already the filters there. There is a second level in the expanded search, and it is hidden here in show more. So I click here just to show you, and you can see more filters are revealed. The third feature that you can use as external users is search by collection. This is next to search. And here you can search by keywords, or you can search by institution, but more about this in our video tutorial on search by collection. And the last feature that you might be interested in is, I go to the homepage right now, scroll down, and this is a download IATE here or here. So if you click on this, you can read the information, what you can download from IATE. The formats are TBX and Excel. And of course there are a lot of possibilities for filtering, but I'll tell you more about this in detail in our video tutorial on download IATE. So this is the overview. These are the main features that you might want to use. If you think that this information is useful for you, please like the video tutorial, give us a comment, follow us, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. So the next video tutorial will be on basic search. Bye bye, and have a nice afternoon.